finally the cabinet is gone. Okay, that's something that I never expected. Okay, and I didn't expect such kind of a far-reaching decision from the president. But yeah, here we are. At some point, the president was a lonely man at the top, despite this grouping of CSS that, of course, surrounded him. He was like a man in deep thought. Okay, and even the action that he took today of sending home the entire cabinet, of course, except for the few that he mentioned, the two, reminded me of a thing, especially in light of the prevailing conditions. Because even this entire Gen Z thing looks like it's scripted. Probably the president was behind the whole thing. He wanted an opportunity to do this. Because how else would the president have fired Kindiki? Under normal conditions, under ordinary circumstances? I don't think there is. I don't think how the president would have fired Murkomen from cabinet. Okay? I also do not think how he would have fired Moses Kuria. And of course the entire cabinet, including the likes of Duale. These are friends. These are people who think they are friends to the president and they will do anything. They'd become kings and queens of impunity in this country. And the president just waking up and touching them would have been almost suicidal politically for him. Then Gen Z happens and he he jumps in. And what does he do? He fires all of them. It's an opportunity that the president really needed. And whether it came as a way of, by way of design or coincidence, it's only him that knows. But one thing that everyone needs to know is that if you're constituting a team, a dream team, because even the president made it very clear from times that he was campaigning that he was a man on a mission. He was a man on a process, and he told the people that you trust the process. If you're constituting a team for that purpose, do not put their cronies and your friends and people who you think, or people who think that they assisted you so much in getting to wherever you are. Give them something else, unless they are extremely competent. But even if they are, please give them as little benefit as possible, because the moment they will start failing and doing all those things, it will be very difficult for you to handle them. And that's where the president was. I'm sure he has learned this lesson, so that those people who will be campaigning for him, singing his songs and doing all those things, he will never include them in cabinet or those other extremely high positions in government. It's a personal lesson. Okay? If you include your friends, they'll bring you to a very quick downfall. So yeah, Ruto should not make a mistake again of putting any of his friends, cronies, and sycophants in any position of national importance, especially the CSS that of course he will be nominating in due course. Let him look beyond the politics and put the interest of the nation at heart. Get people who can work, not people who will just make noises and people who will make it appear like this government is a company. People who think that they are shareholders in government. You can never be a shareholder in a government. Okay? You can never be. It has never happened anywhere, and it's not going to happen again in Kenya. We want to see a new cabinet that's made up of people with impeccable CVs, people who have never seen the inside of a courtroom, especially in matters corruption and all those other things, this abuse of office, drug trafficking, money laundering, and all those things. We don't want to see those people. Basically, what we need are new faces, okay, with track records from whichever field they're coming in from. We need a fresh blood. We need also a cabinet that reflects the true picture of the country. A balanced cabinet made up of women, people with disability, youth, and regional balance must be there. This country will grow very fast. But even then, as I'm saying this, let us not leave this thing to the politicians again. Let our voices continue being heard through regular street demos and agitations from all pressure groups, so that we take this country to the next level. Kenya is not an ordinary country. I'm very proud of it. And I know that with the trajectory that the country has taken, by the end of 2032, when the president will be leaving office, this country will never be the same again. Because if it's lessons, we have lessons from Mwai Kibaki, we have lessons from Daniel Moi, we also have lessons from Uhuru Kenyatta. How many lessons do we need? I don't think we need more lessons. Our president is someone who is intelligent. I think from all the presidents that we've had in this country, Ruto is the most brilliant, the most educated, the most civilized. But even with all those attributes, we the people need to always stand up, make noise, make recommendations, make suggestions, and this country will go and grow. So yeah, it's a new day. It's an interesting time for this country, and we hope that the surgery will go all the way to the grassroots. Because if the CSs have gone, who is a CIS? Who is a PS? Who is a county commissioner? Who is a police commissioner? Who is what? Who is an AG? Who is a chief justice? Okay, so that even who is a speaker of the National Assembly or the Senate, for that matter, all these people, everything needs to be streamlined. Anything that doesn't have to be there should go. Anyone who's not supposed to be there should go. Let every recommendation that gets to the offices, relevant offices, be implemented with immediate effect. The commission reports, the Ndungu report, all those things, let them be implemented. This is the time. This is the time to implement all those reports. The reports on education, reports on everything. We need to reform this country, and we need to do it now, because we might never have another conducive environment to do that. Now, we don't want more task forces and commissions. Everything, there's nothing new in this country. On corruption, we have reports, we have everything. We have institutions that are supposed to fight corruption. If the holders of those offices are not doing their work, including the DPP, the everything, they should go home with immediate effect. We don't care. If the Chief Justice is a problem in the administration of justice, there are procedures to get rid of them, so that we are not talking about the same thing again and again. Kenyans are living like second-rate human beings. I mean, like they're not human beings. Okay? That one should stop. And this is the time. This is the time